years after the iconic original Conjuring movies release, Conjuring series I think comes to an end. It sure seems like it. And after the past one, two, three, four, 5 or 6 bad Conjuring series movies, no one was really looking forward to this. But it's good to see a franchise finally just go away. I feel like too many franchises nowadays, not just horror, stick around too long, and Conjuring did exactly that. Unfortunately for Conjuring, they just didn't stick with the spin-off stuff enough, and it would have helped the franchise way more, but they decided to make 3 Annabelle movies instead and 2 Nun movies and what, 5 Conjuring movies? I don't know. This franchise just went downhill after the second one. There was maybe one good one after the second one, like one of the Annabelle movies. I can't really recall, but Conjuring 1 and 2 are great, and I'm not really a fan of ghost horror movies, paranormal ghost movies. I think they're usually pretty bad, but 1 and 2 for Conjuring are really damn solid. So I was hoping this franchise was going to end in a bang. Can't really say it does. A lot of the problem I have with ghost movies is they tend to be pretty damn boring or unentertaining for first half of the movie, and then you get a bunch of cool shit a little afterwards, and then the last 10 minutes is just kind of lame, unfortunately. And this movie follows suit. First 30 minutes of this movie are so boring. The guy next to me was sleeping, and I just wasn't surprised. This movie looks great, though. I think this is one of the better looking Conjuring movies. Um, this series never really had a problem with that. Mostly the Conjuring movies themselves, not like La Llorona or the Annabelle or the Nun movies. But this movie looked really good. The news scene where they're cutting constantly to different news networks looks really solid, and I wish we got more of that in this movie. I think the editing is just pretty standard, editing, standard Conjuring editing. It's good though. It is really good. We get a lot of cool things in this movie visually, but story wise, I know they're following the real story. It's pretty damn boring. I wish we got more cool stuff with the 8-person family, the Stroll family, weird ass name, but we don't. We get the cool axe guy who chases the daughter Donna around the house when she's looking at the TV. Probably the coolest part about this movie. I think the axe guy is really cool. Something Conjuring does really well is make really cool ghouls and ghosts, but most of the time they don't really do much. But I think the axe guy was pretty sick. This might be one of the more gory Conjuring movies as well. I could be wrong on that, but the axe guy swinging into a head, blood spewing out. There's a lot of blood, just like flood scenes, and they all look really good. Like I said, Conjuring doesn't really have a problem with looking good. It's just these movies have been so boring lately, and it's such a shame. I also don't like in this movie that they tease you with so much daytime horror stuff, which I'm a huge fan of because the whole point of horror is that it scares you, it terrifies you. Something with daytime is that you don't really expect something scary to happen. We kind of get it with the sink scene where Lorraine is reaching for the necklace into the drainage, but then it just goes black. I don't know why they stopped doing this. If I remember correctly, Insidious had an amazing daytime horror scene with the kid listening to the record. I wish we got more of that. I think that was one of the best horror scenes in the past 20 years. We just don't get that enough. It's mostly just pitch to black and all this stuff. Even the scene where the priest dies, it just goes black, and I don't know. It's just so lame. I really wanted more daytime stuff in this movie, but we don't get it. A lot of the relationship stuff in this movie does not work at all. Ed and Lorraine are pretty fine, but their daughter and Judy and her new boyfriend just don't care about it at all, which sucks. But they're trying to follow the real life story as close as they can, and it's just boring. It just really is boring. It sucks. I really wanted Conjuring to be one of these franchises that stood the test of time and stood out. It just didn't. Last Rites was really just okay, but it's kind of crazy. This might be a top 3 Conjuring franchise movie, and it really is just an okay movie. I'm giving Conjuring Last Rites a 6 out of 10. I think it is just a good movie. Nothing special about it though. It's a fine finale. I really wish James Wan came back for this, but I know he's working on a couple other movies. I just really wish the franchise ended with him. I think he knew what the sauce was for these ghost movies. I mean, Insidious, Conjuring, he was the king of it all, and he just went away and he never came back. I think Matt Cheeves is a fine director. There's clearly more sauce in this movie than the past 3 or 4 he's worked on for this franchise, and I'm not sure. I really wonder where this franchise would have gone if James Wan just was in it throughout the entirety of it, but with Aquaman and then Call of Cthulhu coming out, he just really doesn't have the time for it, but not sure. Conjuring as a franchise, just such a shame. So much potential and just didn't live up to it. Last Rites is okay. If you haven't watched this movie, but you watch the previous Conjuring movies, just get out of your way. I don't think you're ever going to rewatch it. It's just not that special.